Oh, I didn't write on the chalkboard. This is a fun thing to do live. I just have to start the Instagram, but I'll be right back. Hello. I'm Zoe Bookbinder, and I am going to play. I'm here to play a concert to benefit the Bail Project because they get people out of jail and prison, folks that are pre-conviction, who are awaiting trial, who can't afford bail, folks like that. That should not be an income barrier. That should not be a class barrier. Folks who have not been convicted of a crime should not be sitting in jail just because they can't afford bail. So the Bail Project helps with that, and that is so important, especially right now during a pandemic when folks in close proximity living in close quarters are at the highest of risk. Here's a song called Mirror. You are good at telling me how you think I ought to be, and I'm always telling you what you ought to do. Oh, we've really thought it through. Thought it through. There are rules about the words we say, about who can take up how much space, and shame on you if you mess up. No apology will ever be enough. No second chance, the doors are shut. Maybe we can never measure up. Though these rules have a reason, we are all flawed humans, though it's often hard to tell. We're all trying hard as hell, and we've learned from the times we fell. We've learned from the times we fell. What are we fighting for, and who's the enemy in this war? We've got our weapons facing in. Isn't that how hate always wins? We're forgetting where we've been, where we have already been. So much I still have to learn, many bridges I won't mean to burn, and people that I may demonize. Mistakes it I will criticize. I hope one day I will be wise. I will be wise. You are good at telling me how you think I ought to be, and I'm always telling you what you are to do. Oh, we really thought it through. Thought it through. Thought it through. I wrote that song when I was thinking about call out culture and the way that in our culture in our society, really, we have been taught and we've been socialized to think of things as right and wrong and black and white. And either someone did something bad or they didn't, and there's no space for anything in between. And sometimes it's not that. So often, most of the time, I think it's not, did someone do something wrong? The question should be, was someone harmed? And then how do we address that harm? But instead, we're very punishment focused and not so interested in what needs to happen to reduce future harm and to potentially heal the harm that has been done. So I was thinking about that and how it relates to our culture that isn't not so much the criminal justice system, which I'll get into later, but the way that our culture outside of that mimics that. The way that we deal with conflict and harm in our communities really often mirrors the criminal justice system and punitive justice. And I like to personally practice it something different, and also to imagine that we can move towards that collectively as people, as a people. And that doesn't mean that I don't think there should be repercussions for harm done. There should absolutely be repercussions. And focusing on healing and reducing harm is not saying there shouldn't be repercussions. And sometimes, sometimes repercussions, of course, not for serious crimes, but for interpersonal harm can be that you cut someone out of your life. And this next song is about someone like that. There were two versions of you. Who I'd get, I never knew. Sometimes you were kind, but often I'd find the cold rejection left me hungry for affection. And shame on me to mention wanting attention. Anytime I stood my ground, you would pout and put me down. Instead of apologize, you would criticize. You said I should have known I wasn't wanted, and though I left you by those words, I'm haunted. I should have known I wasn't wanted. You would hang around and say you needed more time, you needed more more time away. You said I wanted too much, and never said I didn't get enough. I didn't even ask you to come over. I didn't even ask you to come over. Why do I have to explain? Touching me when I said no, it's not a game. When men behave the way you did that day, you're the first to throw stones, to talk breaking bones. Anytime I stood my ground, you would pout and put me down. Instead of apologize, you would criticize. You said, should have known I wasn't wanted. And though I left you by those words, I'm haunted. I should have known I wasn't wanted. You said, I should have known I wasn't wanted. I should have known I wasn't wanted. You said, I should have known I wasn't wanted. That song was called Haunted, and this next song is called What Have I Done? And so that song was about me cutting someone out of my life, which it was the first time I'd ever done that. It was me learning how to do it. It was just a few years ago. And the next song is about me being cut out of someone's life. That was not the first time it had happened. But it happened without any explanation. And maybe some of you have had this experience when a friend or someone you thought was a friend just stops talking to you, ices you out, ghosts on you, and doesn't tell you why, even if you reach out and ask. And it's such a nagging, relentless, terrible feeling. Yeah, I wrote this song years ago, and it still bugs me. Anyway, I made a beautiful music video to this song. I'm just going to play a little clip of it right now. That's just the tiniest bit of it, but you can see that we're wearing really excellent outfits and we're in an excellent venue. So this is What Have I Done? What have I done? What have I done to make you run? What did I do? What did I do to hurt you? What did I say? What did I say that wasn't okay? What did I do to you? Does it even matter? Does it matter? We are all shattered. We've all been broken. We're all broken, and that goes unspoken. We're shards held together, sharp pieces all tethered, but when we bump into each other, we cut one another. What did I do to you? How did I offend in the end to make me lose my friend? Was it a felony, my failed hegemony, that made me your enemy? You made me your enemy. What did I do to you? All I can be, oh, all I can be is me. I won't always be right, but when I do wrong, I apologize. I hope you come around, but I can't let you bring me down. What have I done? What have I done to make you run? What did I do? What did I do to hurt you? What did I say? What did I say that wasn't okay? What did I do to you? What did I do to you? What did I do to you? So, I've talked about how with call out culture, and just in many ways in our communities, where we mirror punitive justice, which is what the criminal justice system is. Punitive justice. It's based in punishment, not in restoration, not in, they like to say, rehabilitation, but it is not about that. It truly is not. I worked in a prison as a volunteer. I played and taught music inside for almost 5 years. And based on that experience, I can tell you very confidently that prison is not about rehabilitation. Not at all. It is wholly about punishment. And not only is it about punishment, it is violence. Putting people in prison is enacting violence on them. So we're responding to violence with more violence. And that's not the answer, because more violence just leads to more violence, just leads to more violence. So instead of reducing harm, we're increasing harm. And we saw an increase. I mean, we have seen an increase in prison population by an enormous amount. We have 2 million people in prison in the United States. And we have the highest incarceration rate in the world. And we've seen that number grow so quickly, and crime rates have not gone down. And so incarceration, these super long sentences, they're not helping. They're not keeping us safe, and that, I think, is supposed to be the point, but it isn't. It isn't the point. There's a lot of things hidden about that system, reasons that it is the way that it is, and a lot of it is just politics, and feeding off of people's fears and creating prejudice to win elections and gain support. And it's not working. It is not working. So when I worked in the prison, I collaborated with many of the people that I worked with inside, and sometimes we wrote songs together, and sometimes I just learned songs that some of them wrote. And I'm going to play you a song written by a man named Ken Blackburn that I met inside New Folsom Prison, which is maximum security men's prison. And Ken is 77 years old, and he's serving life without parole. There's a blue sky outside my window, and there's never a trace of rain. You've been gone so long this time, little girl. I think I'm over you all over again. Yes, I think I'm over you all over again. I no longer think of the loving you must be giving to some other man. I don't even miss that sweet tender kiss. Yes, I think I'm over you all over again. Yes, I think I'm over you all over again. It's true, there are times when my heart stops, when I think I see your face in a crowd. Aside from that, I'm back to normal. Hell, I even stop crying out loud. Maybe someday he'll get tired of leaving Maybe someday I'll be through with the pain. Till then, I'll just have to tell myself I think I'm over you all over again. Yes, I think I'm over you all over again. This next song is called Rise, and it's based on my experience of working inside the prison. Um, First, actually, I'll tell you that that song, plus a lot of other songs, it's a 15-track album. I've been working on this album for 10 years, and for 6 years, I've been working on it with Ani DeFranco, who's been producing it. And she also sings one of the songs on the album and wrote it with a poet who is incarcerated. And we're releasing it on June 5th. And it's really exciting after a decade. uh, yeah, the first time I went into the prison was on the 19th of this month will be the 10-year anniversary. So I sort of see that as, even though I didn't know it at the time, that was the beginning of this, which is really like my life work, and seeing the way that incarcerated communities are treated in this country really totally changed the direction I went on with my life. I wasn't even sure I wanted to keep doing music. I thought maybe I should teach, well, as a performer. I mean, I thought maybe I should teach music in prison and sort of give up the thing I was passionate about to do something that mattered more. And I found a way to instead use my access to this prison. I feel really lucky that I was able to go in there and of course leave when I wanted to, and get access to these, not only these people that are locked away from us and hidden from us, but also their stories, because they are human beings with stories, and so often reasons for why they ended up there that maybe are unexpected to a lot of people. So that's why I'm doing a benefit for the Bail Project right now, because people don't generally end up in prison because they're bad people. They end up there because they're in a desperate situation. Sorry, I disappeared on you. My mom was calling me, literally. Uh, where was I? Da, 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 da. People end up in prison, yes, because of a desperate situation that they were in, because of trauma that they've survived, um, because whatever decision that they made that may have been a bad decision was based on a need that they had, or pain that they had, or both. The average income of incarcerated folks before they went to prison is 40% lower than the rest of the national average. So what that tells you that the majority of people that end up in prison were living in poverty. And so let's not just throw poor people behind bars. Let's instead help them survive out here. And we can all thrive. So let's get these folks who don't need to be in jail right now out of there. Let's get them out. And you can do that. This link here. On Instagram, I didn't put that in there, but maybe Sarah did. I have my switchboard controller who's hopefully putting that in the comments on Instagram. But you can go to thebailproject.org, and then there's a big red donate button in the corner. Easy peasy. And if you don't want to go through all of that multiple clicking thing, you can just send me a Venmo payment and I will pass it along after this concert is over. And my Venmo is Zoe-Bookbinder. So this next song is called Rise. Ooh, 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 No one should live inside a cage. I don't believe it keeps us safe. Darling, it's all about money. Nothing is too precious, honey. It's all about the money, honey. Rise, rise, rise. Laying bodies like bricks building spires. Somebody's building vampires, leaving behind a trail of fire. From the ash rises a choir. Rises a choir. Rise, rise, rise. Muffled voices through the wall. High price paid for a phone call. We amplify as we multiply. So listen as the silence dies. Hear the choir rise. Rise, 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 rise. So speaking of why people generally end up in prison, not solely based on bad decisions, but based on the opportunity or the lack of opportunity they may have had before they went there. This next song is called Possibilities. It's about that. It's about privilege. It's about the chances that some of us get that others of us don't, which is often, very often, based on the way we are perceived in the world, the way we were born, the situation we were born in, where we were born, our economic status, our race, our gender. What if you've been told that you were strong, that you could play along, that you were born to play this game and you were born to win? What if you've been told you couldn't be wrong, that you would always belong? What if you've been told you could take what you need, that you were born to be free? Ooh, no one knows the possibilities. Oh, the possibilities. What if you've been told that you would go far? What if you've been told that you could play the guitar? What if you've been told that you could make money as if it could be made honestly? What if you've been told that you were smart, that everything you made was a work of art, that if you tried you would succeed, and everyone agreed? Ooh, no one knows the possibilities. Oh, the possibilities. What if you've been told your ideas should be heard, that your thoughts should be put into words, that everyone appreciates your advice because you were always right? What if when you turned on the TV you thought, hey, the heroes all look like me? What if you've been told and you believed you could be what you wanted to be? Ooh, no one knows the possibilities. Oh, the possibilities. I'm telling you now, if it's not too late, you deserve it all and you shouldn't have to wait. If someone tells you that you're unworthy, then turn around and leave. I'm telling you now, if it's not too late, you deserve it all and you shouldn't have to wait. If someone tells you that you're unworthy, then turn around and leave. Ooh, no one knows the possibilities. Oh, the possibilities. Ooh, no one knows the possibilities. Oh, the possibilities. I'm going to play a song. I'm going to play a song called Saltwater. This is an old one. First, I'm going to tell you that was Possibilities, and I wrote that when I was thinking about the way that it is to navigate the music industry as someone who's perceived as a woman. I'm gender non-binary, pronouns they, them. but I am perceived as a woman in the world, and I'm either way, really. Uh, it doesn't help me in the music industry. The music industry is really, really male dominated, and it's something that I noticed a long time ago, like in the early days of my music career in the 2000s. I was in a band with my sister, and we would arrive at venues on tour, like in our big tour van with all our gear, and the guys at the venue, they were always guys, let me tell you. Often commented like, "Oh, a chick band." Like, you don't say that to dudes who come unload because that's normal. Don't point that out, you know? Um, and there are much uglier sides to it than that I won't get into right now. But a couple of years ago, no, just last year, actually, the quarantine has made time seem warped. Um, I was invited to speak at a university about gender disparity in the music industry. So instead of just going off of my own experience, I did some research and found out it was actually even worse than I thought that it was. The study that I found, it was on the 2018 top 100 Billboard charts. And of those 100 songs, or I think it was the whole year, so it's maybe more than 100. It's like whatever the top 100 is at any time. So maybe it's thousands of songs. Anyway, that just occurred to me. Doesn't matter. Of those songs, the top hits of 2018, 22% of the performers are women. So that means only 22% of the highest paying performing jobs in music are available to women. That's absurd. So almost 80% are just men. Wow. It's so depressing. And only 12% of the writers on those songs were women. Oh. So even when a woman's performing the song, she's very often singing lyrics written by a man from the male perspective. Maybe it's his idea of the female perspective, but it's still a male perspective. It's through a male lens. And it's dangerous, I think, to have a popular culture, because that's what music is culture. So that's popular music, it's popular culture that is promoting men's perceptions of women and what they want. I'm going to give an example of just sort of a classic old song that I used to love that I'm now mad about. I'm driving in my car, turn on the radio. I'm pulling you close. You just say no. You say you don't like it. Girl, I know you're a liar. Ugh. Those lyrics are gross. And they were written by Bruce Springsteen. And that song feels like a great example to me because it was made famous by the Pointer Sisters. So it was sung in the woman's perspective. I say no, but you know I'm a liar. That is encouraging non-consent. It is encouraging violence against women. Like, this is the way to seduce women. When they say no, push past it. What they mean is yes. And there's so many songs like this and so much worse. That's a pretty mild one. And so the music industry being male dominated is not just unfair economically. The underrepresentation and the misrepresentation of women in the music industry is dangerous, and it is perpetuating rape culture. And that's why we need to change it. And so we need to be supporting women making music big time. But right now, actually, you can support me by following me on whatever platform you're watching me on. You can share this on your page on Facebook. If you're on Facebook, you can share this as a watch party. You can promote women musicians and non-binary musicians that way. So please do. But today, in terms of financial support, we are giving that to the Bail Project. So send your money there, please, or to me, and I will send it to them. I'm just going to check an audio snafu that's happening right now on my phone on Instagram. I'll be right back. Okay, well, Instagram missed part of that show. It was a great, encouraging pep talk about supporting women in music, and they missed it. It'll be on Facebook and YouTube, so it's okay. It'll be available. Thank Goddess. Yeah, that's right. So, it just takes a little bit of effort to not just give what the music industry hands you on a plate. And sometimes, we want to listen to the top hits, and that's okay. There's no shame in that. But it just, with a little bit of effort, we can support women in music because there's so many amazing women making incredible music. So you're not depriving yourself of anything doing that. It's great for you too. This next song is called Saltwater, and it's on an album that was produced by a woman, my album. And the woman who produced it is Shenandoah Davis, who's an incredible songwriter herself. And we were working together making this album, and we're in the process of recording, which it was like a 2-week process. It wasn't very long. And she said, I think we need one more song. So just write another song. Just right now. Just write a song. So this came out. This is based on a dream that I had. At your bidding, I fell 50 feet into salt water. Scrambled to hold on or be lost forever. You said it was for my own sake, and watched as I was swallowed in the wake. I knew it once, but still I'm so surprised. You threw that stone and it skipped a million times. How was I supposed to know I would end up in the undertow? A weave of rope was hanging off the back of this Freightliner, so that I could catch myself and crawl up inside her. I woke and I was alive before I knew if I had survived. I knew it once, but still I'm so surprised. You threw that stone and it skipped a million times. How was I supposed to know I would end up in the undertow? I'll learn to forgive mistakes and be forgiven for the ones I've made. I'll learn to forgive mistakes and be forgiven for the ones I've made. I knew it once, but still I'm so surprised. Through that stone and it skipped a million times. I knew it once, but still I'm so surprised. Actually, I'm going off script. Dun dun dun. Speaking of supporting women in music, I have a Patreon, which is, if you don't know, it's a way to become a patron of the arts. It's this platform, patreon.com. Like patron, but there's an E before the on. I'm on there, and I have an incredible crew of folks who support my art and make it possible for me to do this full time, and which is how I'm able to do benefit concerts. What I actually said is when I reached 150 patrons that I would do, I think I said 2 benefit concerts a year, but I actually do 2 a month. So, I'll exceed your expectations. Yeah, it's a promise. And I do a Zoom hangout once a week with my patrons too, which is really fun. First, I was just doing private streams for them, and then I realized I wanted to see them too. So every Thursday we hang out, and it's really nice. Another thing that we do together is we write songs together, and the way that works is I propose a topic, and folks in that group, my patron community, share ideas, experiences, opinions, thoughts, hopes, dreams on the topic, and I pull from all of that and I write a song. Because the Prison Music Project really showed me that lifting up other people's voices is such a powerful thing to do, and it feels really good, and people respond to it. And so I wanted to continue to do that, and I will in many ways throughout my life and career. It's definitely my calling, but this is the way that I'm doing it with my patrons. So if you want to join me in writing songs, currently working on one about pandemic life and quarantine, and also the way that we hope to create a better normal after this is all over. So this song is it's about consent and non-consent and the whole spectrum. And I'm so grateful to the folks who offered their stories to this. They're very vulnerable and very brave. It's called Go Away. I was taught to say yes when I meant no. There've been so many times I said stay when I meant go, 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 go away, go away, go away. I'm afraid to smile at any one of you in case case you take it as an invitation to do whatever you want to. And I'm afraid to tell anyone your good name is on the line if I say what you've done. I know it's on you, but my silence to blame for the other two. I was taught to say yes when I meant no. There've been so many times I said stay when I meant go, 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 go away, go away, go away, away. I'm teaching myself that I'm worthy, that I deserve autonomy, that I should choose what happens to my body, that I should choose. I was taught to say yes when I meant no. There've been so many times I said stay when I meant go, 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 go away, go away, go away, away, away. Thank you for watching, everybody, and for everyone who has donated to the Bail Project. Please just be generous. This is a bad situation that people are in, not being allowed to be home right now, but also being in a place where they're in close quarters and that they're at a higher risk of getting COVID-19, and it's just because they can't afford bail, and that is classism, and it is unjust. And so if you don't need your stimulus check, if you don't need that to survive, donate it. Donate as much of it as you can. So, don't give more than you're able, but please do give as much as you are able. And dig deep, give an amount that feels a little bit uncomfortable, because guess what? It is not as uncomfortable as jail. I'm going to play one more song. This is called Grass to the Ground. Play a piano roll on the wall. I don't care for that holy roll at all. Lights strung up off 5 points, a giant star. Is there just one point? I'm taking them so far. I can take down these curtains, pack these things that I found, but I can't take the walls of this house, or the grass, or the ground. Didn't know it would mean so much. It's just some pretty thing, and I just have bad luck. A place where I have been alone and with someone. We have been come together, and I have been undone. I can take down these curtains, pack these things that I found, but I can't take the walls of this house, or the grass, or the ground. Ooh. I can take down these curtains, pack these things that I found, but these walls are my canvas. I've only got chipped paint when they come down. Thanks for watching. Thank you. Follow me on the platforms. I will be doing a different benefit concert every other week. So this week it's the Bail Project, and they do incredible work. Not only does almost all the money that they get go to paying people's bail, but most of their employees are formerly incarcerated. So either way your money goes, you're fighting mass incarceration. What's better than that? Nothing. I encourage you to pass along your stimulus check if you don't need it. That's what I'm going to be doing. So, yeah. Thanks for watching. Thanks, Bail Project, for doing what you do. We appreciate you. Thank you, Righteous Babe Records, for promoting this concert. And goodbye.